Right, right. Welcome back to VP4TV. We are here for Friday Night 9-ball. We've almost got a full house. We've still got enough time to get one more player in. There, at last check, was 15 in. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there's still one spot available. I don't know whether it's going to be filled, but there is about, 7 or 8 minutes for whoever wants in to make a full field, which would be better than the last few weeks. Right, where do we start? Well, first of all, anybody who is interested in the black ball tournament coming up, the World Championship that is, or the Virtual World Championship, it goes live. That tournament draw goes live at about 3 AM in the morning, Saturday morning, my time. So there is a few hours left for people to get signed up. It won't be a full house. I think there's still about 8 seats available for that tournament. And then next week we have the start of the 3-cushion Virtual World Championship as well. So there's still room for anybody who wants in to that black ball tournament. And if you're thinking about it, get it done. What else was I going to say? We have the straight pool Virtual World Championship final tomorrow afternoon, British summertime. We are still in at the moment, and that's at 4 PM. That would be 11 AM Eastern time, 8 AM Pacific. So you need to get out of your bed if you're if you're West Coast of the United States. You'll be sitting at your breakfast watching it, and that of course is between Chimpy from the Netherlands and Acero. Everything going according to plan if he shows up, and if he doesn't have these connection issues he's been having. So we wait and see if that's going to go okay. I should be there for it. Now, one other matter to draw your attention to is the fact that obviously those who've been watching the stream, if there's anybody out there, say hello. That way I know you can hear me loud and clear. I'm looking at the on-screen chat to see if there's anybody there. There's nobody there yet. What was I saying? Right, you will be aware I've had problems with the PC restarting. During the week, I got the new Alaskan truck drivers game. I've been testing it out, but more importantly, I've been testing out live streaming with my Mirillus Action streaming software that I bought a long time ago. I've always updated it. I've never really used it for live streaming because it doesn't function the way that I like XSplit Gamecaster to function. That is to say that I can have my on-screen annotations, my little lines. So I'm going to just have to live without them. But the interesting thing is, though, that I did at least 3 or 4 live streams. One of them was about 4 hours, the other one's about 3 hours. So I've did about 9 to 10 hours live streaming during the week, more as a test with this Mirillus Action software to see if everything would go okay, and it did. I have had no restarts during live streams with Mirillus Action. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know whether I can read a great deal into it, but the other big test will be tonight for Friday Night 9-ball, because it's going to be, 3.5 to 4 hours, depending how things go, and we will see if it holds out and there is no problem. Now, there is no reason whatsoever that VP4 and live streaming software should cause any issue with my PC to restart. It shouldn't matter what game it is. I'm just having doubts and wondering whether there's something up with my XSplit Gamecaster software. I don't know, but we're not using that tonight. We are using Mirillus Action. and we will go with that for the time being. So it looks as if we're going to be one short. Let's do a quick refresh. Yeah, we are. Well, we're still 3.5 to 4 minutes away from the deadline, the start time anyway. We've got Bankster, Brainful Out, DJ Redo, Fast Eddie, Keezer, Christian, Larry, One Pocket Slim, Preacher. We've got Stubbs, Spectre, Don, Stefan, the Reed Man, Travelling TT, and Wink at Me, who turned up tonight. He's signed up, so we'll see if we can maybe squeeze another body in and get a full house. I have had no message at any time during. I know Steve said he was having visitors over this week, and I don't know whether he's going to be available tomorrow for the final. If he is, he will turn up. He might still message me at some point. Probably not. He'll probably just show up if he is going to be there. But the match should be probably about 3 hours. The one I can remember is the one with Frankel and Semi-Pro, which took round about 3 hours to get that complete. So you need to have a drink with you or something if you're going to go the distance with that match. So we will see. Good evening to Brainful Out. Thank God somebody's turned up. I can presume you can hear me loud and clear. Now I'm going to do a quick test for you, Brainful Out. Because I'm using this different software, Mirillus Action, I don't have any notification as to whether my mic is muted. So I'm going to do a little test. I downloaded another little program that gives me a mic mute option. So, are you still there, Brainful Out? I don't know whether he is still there. I'm not getting a confirmation. He's busy chatting in the VP4 lobby. Good evening to Travelling TT. I'll do this test for you if you're listening. Are you still there, Travelling TT? I want to check if this mic mute's working. It's a little program that you install and it allows you to test. Good evening to Slim. Right, there's at least 3 of you. Spectre as well. What I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to do a mic mute. Right, I'll do it in a minute. As soon as I finish talking, I'm going to do a mic mute, and I want you to tell me what I've just said. Let me try it right now. Now, did you hear what I said? Well, Brainflout, you just need to refresh the screen. So you didn't hear what I said. And I'll tell you why you didn't hear what I said. The mic mute must have worked because I call you all a bunch of numpties. So that's... Yeah, I've streamed at least 10 hours during the week and not had a problem. So the mic mute option works. I think we are... Well, the bracket should be up, yeah. Did we get a full house? Oh yeah, we did. That's excellent. Right, let's have a quick look at the bracket and see what we've got. We've got the Reedman against Slim. We've got Larry against Brainflout. We've got Stefan against Bankster. Fast Eddie against Preacher. Keezer against Christian. Stubb against John Boo. DJ Rudu against Spectre Dawn. Wink at me and Travelling TT. Right. Now, if John Boo has his head screwed on, he could give Stubb problems. We're going to go in and watch that match. John Boo, he blows hot and cold. He's another one of these players that blows hot and cold. Right, so go back. Anybody on Twitch? Twitch isn't working. Right, just give me 2 seconds, guys. Hang on a minute. I'll be back. I'm going to tab out. Right, right, guys. I've looked at Twitch. It says it's live. I have not got a clue what's doing this. Everything's set up okay. I'm going to do a quick refresh. I'm going to tab again. Hang on. Right, you're going to have to make do with Kick or YouTube. Whatever that issue is, I don't know. There's no reason why it shouldn't be working because it was all working during the week and I've not touched anything. So, and the stream signal is going out from Restream. Everything looks okay on my end. As to what this problem is, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Yeah, so I'll do another quick refresh. Right, I'm going to tab back to Restream and have a look at Restream again. I'll be back with you in a minute. Now, you getting anything? I can see it now. I can see it now. Let's get into this match. I don't know what the hell happened here. So let's go in. Sorry about that, guys. Right, anyway, John Boo getting a 5-ball is already 1-0 up against Stubb. Although it should be 1 apiece here in a minute. I think everything's good to go now. Everybody happy? Right, that'll do it. I haven't a clue what it was. The signal was everything showed green. Twitch showed green. There's a little light flashes that shows you that the data is going out to Twitch, it's going out to YouTube, going out to Kick, going out to Steam. So there's obviously a glitch in their system, whatever it was, but I disconnected it and reconnected it a couple of times, and that seems to have resolved the situation. Right, quick mention also, I got an email through yesterday from my store, my merch store from YouTube. There's a 25% discount coming up on the 24th to the 26th of October. So get yourselves a baseball hat or something. 25% off, you can't argue with that. So 1 apiece. Well, this is the first Friday night 9-ball that's been full for a few weeks. It's getting to the darker nights now, and it should be pretty good from here on in. Only a few hours left for the black ball tournament. It goes live at 3 AM in the morning or something my time, so there's still about 8 spots left. I haven't checked it, there might be less than that now, but there's still room if any of you decide you want to get in. So John Boo, Stubb won't be happy about this, but the thing is this is how you have to deal with handicaps. And that's going to be no good. I think he's going to, I don't know whether he can see that to bank it. No, he can't. And that's going to be ball in hand. That's a poor one from Stubb. I mean, he played that so soft there, skimmed off the edge of the red, never set it to a rail. And barring a complete numptiness here from John Boo, he's going to be 2-1 up. Pretty poor shot from Stubb. The break is dry, and again there's nothing left here for Stubb. This is why he's got to be careful. If you're giving a 5-ball to anybody who can pot 1 or 2 balls, then you're in dire straits if you cock things up at the wrong time. This is why John Boo will be very dangerous with this 5-ball. And Stubb in trouble again. The only thing with this table is it's not going to be a straightforward thing, but John Boo doesn't have to worry about anything else like the 7 or the 8. The 5 sitting right in the middle of the table. The main problem would be getting from the 2 to the 3, and how good you are on the 2 if you got that far. But the way the 2's sitting, if you pot the 1 down the rail or into this corner pocket, depending how Stubb hits it, I don't know whether he can get there. He's looking for a narrow gap. Well, that's a good hit. Good hit, and he's also got away with it. Just a little edge of that 1-ball showing, and he's going to try and miss the double kiss here. Well, that was almost good. He had to miss the bump in the 8-ball. But Stubbs at best going to have a combo in this 7 and 8, so there's nothing set in stone here in terms of getting this rack done and dusted. Is that going to get to the hole? No, it's not. Another poor one from Stubb. Trying desperately to hold the line to get on that 2-ball. So Stubb's the one that's making the mistakes here. So he's got nothing to argue about in terms of, well, no sooner have I said that than I've jinxed John Boo. He's missed a straight in 2-ball, thinking about holding for the 3. And that's a big mistake. And again, this is where Stubbs putting himself under pressure, leaving himself really awkward shots here. And he's going to try and pot this to stay at the table. And no guarantee he's going to have a shot to 4. And he's going to get lucky, is he? Yeah, he's got lucky. Well, this might be quite good. I don't know whether it's got there. Let's have a look. That's not bad. John Boo can tuck it along the rail, but he wants to come right over to the other side cushion from this. And that's a pretty good shot. I mean, that is not bad. Stubbs not potting that from there. Plays deliberately for the double kiss. And Stubbs got to come out on top in this safety battle because you've got the 4-ball right in the middle of the table, and you should have good odds in getting onto the 3. But Stubbs decided to have a blast, and this time he's not only done that, the 5's now well into play. He's made it even easier for John Boo with that shot. And John Boo again, not getting the job done. That's a bad one. He should be 3-1 up right now, John Boo. And that's gifted it to Stubb. You've got to take your chances. And that, you might be getting the 5-ball as your money ball, but you must take chances, especially when they're as easy as what that was. There was nothing to do. Oh dear. And Stubb put loads of inside left English there to check the cue ball and leave the high cut in the 7, but that's why he missed the 6. It looks worse than it was. And John Boo's going to have to play the combo. And this isn't good. But he can certainly put Stubb in trouble again though. So nobody wants to win this rack. Well, that's going to be very difficult to hit and keep safe. There's a good chance he could pot this though. And he's... it's going to bounce. But the test here for John Boo, of course, is going up and down and leaving a shot on the 8-ball. He's got to... Well, again, he's trying to be too cute. You've got to play the game. You can't try and be too cute. You've got to let the cue ball run there and take the risk rather than try to be delicate. So John Boo's had his chances. Stubbs doing the right thing, getting up and down. You've got to do the right shot for the situation, and that wasn't it. Welcome to Coldest Pillow. I hope everything's coming through loud and clear. I hope the stream quality is good. And I hope that my PC doesn't restart. It shouldn't do because it hasn't done for the last 4 or 5 streams that I've did using Mirrorless Action. The bracket will go live for the black ball at 3 o'clock in the morning, cold as pillow, depending on where you live. Where are you? Are you in the UK or are you in the States? Well, it goes live about 3 o'clock in the morning our time, which would be like maybe 7, 8 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it's probably going like maybe 10 o'clock at night, East Coast, something like that. But obviously when you get up in the morning or if you wake up during the night, you can look at the bracket. But there was still about 8 seats left earlier on when I checked. I haven't checked for a few hours. It won't probably be a full house, but the more the merrier. And now John Boo. Well, it'd be safe to say that John Boo's had his chances. I mean, he's blown some gilt-edged chances here to get a decent lead here on Stubb. We're only at 2-all because he gifted the rack to Stubb at the end of the day. And now Stubb's safety is giving him ball in hand. The only tricky one is getting good in the 7 ball off that 6. Now, Stubb's either going to try and get good on it, or he's going to come out and leave the combo in the 7 and 8. So he's got to decide what he's going to do. This ain't it though. This ain't it. Oh dear. Well, that is poor. I mean, he needed a wee feather of left English there to make sure he came into the gap, and now he's fluke to 6. There's how jammy Stubb gets playing VP4. And then he should have blasted the 7, and he's got away with it. Oh, I'll tell you. If in doubt, just bang it. And John Boo will do well to do anything with this. And he's went for the reverse cut. And Stubb's going to get a stomach settler here. Easy rack from here on in. Well, John Boo could be like, he could be 3-1, 4-1 up at the moment with these opportunities he's had. Stubb, however, breaking off in rack 6, has come up dry. Well, that's going to be ball in hand as well, isn't it? Or was it? Did I get? That's right enough. Well, the 2 ball. It's awkward to get to. He's going to take his medicine and leave the combo. That's a sensible thing to do. The only problem is that the 2 ball might go to the side rail here. He's got to be careful. Oh no, there was room. I didn't think that would pass. I should have went down and looked, shouldn't I? Yeah, he's got to be careful with this one as well. Probably 2 rails is the safest route here, rather than trying to baby it in. He's going to go inside this 4 ball. Well, that's not that bad. Cold as Pillow says FX99. What does that mean? In fact, oh, I've just realised it's Stubb that's saying FX90. What the hell does that mean? FX99 activated fully now. I don't know what he's like. He's in a different planet, Stubb. Well, again, you know, it's now a 4-2 lead for Stubb, but John Boo can still turn this round. Well, his money ball has gone down. I think that comes back up, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Well, again, he's got a lot of work to do here. Get right into the cue ball. Oh, it's rattled, but it's gone in. That was a good shot, though. It was not easy. And it's still not easy. Now, let's have a quick look at the 5 ball. The 5 ball goes past the 8. Obviously doesn't go past the 6. And then the 6 ball, he's got to get the right angle in this 5 to make it simple to probably go through for the 6 ball. And that isn't it. That isn't it. He's trying to go to the rail again to come back out. That's well played. Well controlled again. Nice touch from Stubb. So he's taking full advantage. John Boo's blew those too many chances, and that's probably lost him the match at the end of the day. Or lost his chance of having win the match. But it emphasises the importance. If you're getting a generous money ball, you can't be doing the mistakes that John Boo has done and blow those opportunities. You've got to drive the advantage home when you can get to that 5 ball easily enough. And Stubb again, ball in the break, 8 balls gone. He's going to have to travel with the cue ball here, maybe, unless he just can draw across. He's got obviously the angle in the 1. No, he's trying to stun and spin it, and again he's played it not too bad. 5 ball is in the way. I'm going to try and avoid it round the back. 3 ball does go past the 4. And this match is probably all but over. Well, is he hampered? Not really. Well, there's a result through, the first one through. One Pocket Slim's in a hurry tonight. A 7-4 win for him against the Reed man. Stop breaking for the match. 4 ball looks as if it's spinning in. Yeah. Sitting perfect in the 1 ball. Little stun across for the 2. Little draggy shot to come back off the 2 and hold for the 3 up there. No, he's not dragging it, he's bumping it. He might be a wee bit straight on it. You know, he's managed to get out. Well, this is a big test. Again, got to hold that cue ball. He can hold it that side if he wants. And he's letting it run. It's looking a good pace. Now, how's the 7 ball going to play it? He's fine. Got a little brush off it. And he should be home and dry. So down and up. Simple enough to do. So it's going to be, in the end, a comfortable win. There was that chance, or those chances earlier on for John Boo to apply the pressure to Stubb, but it all blew away as quick as it arrived. So Stubb goes through by 7 racks to 2. So that's our second match tonight. Right, let's have a look at the bracket. Let's get this update thing going as well, by the way. Wait a minute. That's it. Top to bottom, we see that Slim has gone through. We've got Larry, who's 4-1 up against Brainful Out. Stefan is 5-3 down against Bankster. Fast Eddie is, 3 apiece with Preacher. Preacher getting the 6 ball. Keezer is 5-3 up against Christian. Stubbs yet to update. DJ Riru's 5-1 down against Spectre Dawn, and Winketme's 4-3 against Travelling TT. So let's go into that Stefan Bankster match. Twitch isn't working anymore. Right, I'm going to do a tab again just to let me have a look. Twitch is working fine because I'm on it. What are you talking about? I'm watching Twitch right now. I've got Twitch on my second monitor, and it's all going fine, Chimpy. Or was that chat from earlier on? Maybe I'm. Yeah, it is working, Chimpy. Do a refresh. It hasn't cut out since I got it up and running. It's all working fine. So, Bankster, this is a scratch match with Bankster and Stefan. I'll do the standard Solaris answer, Chimpy. It's your system. Yeah, it's definitely your system that's gone pear-shaped. But anyway, now that you're on Kick, you'll be seeing it as quick as I'm seeing it, barely a second. On Kick for the delay. That's the fastest way that you'll see the live stream. Twitch is. I think it must be something in the network. It must be something that's gone funny. And obviously, everybody's in different parts of the world, so there's clearly an issue with a server or something. Well, it doesn't matter whether you like the looks of Kick. The live stream's bloody good, so it is. It doesn't matter about how the page looks in Kick. You want one that's working, and if Twitch ain't working, Kick's a very good substitute. So we might have a match on here. Stefan going to be back to within 1. And Keezer has taken out Christian. 7 racks to 3. Oh, that little final kick in the 2 ball knocks it in. But, well, that 1 ball will pot. I mean, it does go. And the chances are you're going to be on the 3 if you played it. Well, that has got to be the worst push out you're going to see tonight from Stefan. Stefan needs to give himself a good slap about the head, because that was awful. That's the worst bloody push out I've seen in a while. You know, he just pushed it in, and then again, when Baxter can't get the ball in the hole, it might work out for him. You know, that one ball did go. There was not a problem. It did go. That was just an awful push out. And the only thing that can happen now is that Stefan goes on to win this rack after that push out to square the match. And Spectre Dawn, a reasonably comfortable start for him as well. 7-2 win against DJ Redo. Well, this is a table where you've got to expect Baxter to run out and get to the hill here, unless he hooks himself behind the 7. The 7 ball just gets inside your head, so he's making sure he's holding the cue ball, and he's got a nice angle in this 4 just to go forward and come back up the table. Well, now's the time. Whoever's all in the stream, I don't know how many there is of you on YouTube, Kick or Twitch, but now's the time to wish Chimpy good luck for tomorrow. Good luck to Acero as well in having a decent enough connection to at least stay in the match and so that we have a match. But good luck to both of them. Seeing whoever's going to win their first Virtual Pool 4 title. So Baxter is one away, and I think justice was done there with Stefan's awful push out. He didn't deserve to win the rack from that. But Stefan is at least getting back to the table. The break was dry. I don't know that you can see the one to cut it onto the 5. Yes, he could just, I think. Well, you've got to go full-blooded for this 2 into the corner and then hold for the 2 into the same pocket. And that's well played. Although he hasn't held it all that well though. But it will either cut into the side, in which case he should just be coming out for the 3. Well, caught the jaw. I think you just need to take a wee bit more time setting yourself up for that shot there, Baxter. Well, last chance saloon for you, Stefan. That's well done. Sitting right on top of the 4 ball. And literally nothing to do other than pot the 4. He didn't even have to run the cue ball there. He could have just held it. And he's also got himself inside the 5, so he's going to be on the 6, no bother. Again, ideally he wants to be fairly straight in this. Well, he isn't, so now he's got a decision to make. You go forward and come back up. Looks like that's what he's doing. Well, he's not dead yet. Right hand English in the cue ball, fires it to the right as it come off the top rail there. So now needs a good break, a ball and a shot. Just the usual. Well, he's got the break, but he ain't got a ball, I don't think. But he hasn't given Bankster anything either, though. Bankster gives it the old heave-ho. Now, this is where you can try and come across and get a bump in the 6. Well, he didn't get into the cue ball. Did not get into the cue ball. If he had a bump in the 6 area, he would have been able to play that 2-7 combo. Well, this is horrible as well because he's pretty much up against the rail. He's got an angle that's taken him to the 4 and the 9, and the 3 ball's right up next to him. Now he's just trying to keep it safe. Well, again, I mean, it's not a great safety. I mean, it will cut into the side. Still, no great opportunity to get on the 3. Well, this requires a delicate touch and also confidence in your mouse. You can nail him behind the 7 here, but you've got to have your mouse dialed in and be confident with it just to play that shot without thinking too much. You see, Bankster wasn't up to the task there, but Ada went to nail him behind the 7 there. You've got to be assured of your control of the mouse to be able to play those delicate little shots. Trackball mouse is no good for that shot. Now, how tight is this 3 ball? It looks fairly tight. Yeah, it's just off the rail. Well, he'll probably settle for that, although he's going to be in trouble in a minute if Bankster can punch this 3 around the table and avoid the 5. He was always going to be nailed, and that's got Stefan in heaps of trouble. Although there is a line to hit this 3 ball off the short rail up top, long rail on the side. I don't know. Oh no, he's went a completely different way from the way I seen it. So ball in hand now. Gives Bankster his chance to seal the match. And the problem, of course, is the 6 ball. But if the 5 ball's going up into the top right hand corner, then he should have a good chance of getting on the 6. Oh, he almost scratched. Another half an inch and that cue ball was gone. And this is not a gimme either, this 4 ball, because you've still got to think about the 5. Yeah. And Stefan lives again. We might still be going all the way in this one. Well, we haven't had any other result. Speak of the devil, no sooner have I mentioned that, and Stefan's sent the 4 around the corner, but Fast Eddie is off and running, a 7-3 win against Preacher. Well, is he going to get the job done finally? But as I say, that 6 ball is the issue. Well, this isn't great. I mean, he could draw back and try and spin over to it to leave himself below it like that or above it as we look. That's perfect. That was well played. And now anything but straight in this 7 ball, any sort of angle will do him. Kick is so shit, I agree. Now, Would you care to elaborate on that, chaps? Bear in mind it's in beta, and there's probably going to be updates for it across the months. I mean, we're talking about guys giving Kick a 5-minute chance, and it's only just started working a few months ago. Good evening to Cobra. Moaning face bastards, the two of them. I mean, Kick is shit. I mean, how do you elaborate on Kick is shit? It works bloody great. Well, that's because that. Well, it's still HD quality. I mean, I'm streaming in 1080. So if you want it in 1080, you'll get it on. And the reason the chat doesn't show in Kick is because of Restream. It isn't connected up that way. They don't have that set up yet. But you know, you've got to give it a few months for the iron these things out. Right. So anyway, Bankster goes through 7 racks to 5. Let's have a quick look at the bracket. We've got Slim still waiting. Let's get into this match because things are happening here, I think, with Larry and Brainful out. We are 5 apiece. Yeah, you've got to log in, of course. Good God. I mean, you're talking about two guys that have used the internet for donkey's years, and they're talking. The Cobra's talking as if it's like a brand new thing. It's a completely strange thing he's never experienced before. Hey, you've always got to log in. And then, of course, if you log in, it saves it in your browser, doesn't it? Well, it's maybe went into your spam folder. Anyway, just go onto Twitch. Or stick on YouTube where you are. I mean, as long as it's working, and as long as my PC's working and doesn't restart, I couldn't give a shit. I'm just glad that the PC hasn't restarted so far in the last 3 days. Oh, you're using the app? Well, now, I do have a wee bit of sympathy for you, Cobra, because the app's a bit dodgy. I've heard a number of people saying that the app's not the best thing in the world. And you're saying Twitch isn't working. I'm sitting watching Twitch here perfectly happily. Twitch is running on my second monitor and everything's running smooth. I don't know what the issue is. It's clearly some sort of server issue out with my control. But that's why I'm streaming to 4 different locations. If one goes down, you've always got the other. Can you keep these customers happy? Well, if you want me to pick a platform, I'll ditch them all and stick with YouTube. Because that's the one that's got the best chance of making me some money. And Wink at Me has battled through to a 7-6 win against Travelling TT. And meanwhile, we've got Larry trying to run out for the match here. Well, it's the best when it's working, Cobra, but it is working, even though some of you guys are saying it isn't. It's working fine, all running smooth on my end as I look at it. Now, don't forget that there is a 3-day offer on my merch store. 25% discount you're getting from the 24th to the 26th of October. So if you're going to get yourself a mug or something, get it then and save yourself a few dollars. And send some funds towards my next PC. Well, I've got to tab out to get a link, but I'll damn well do it just to annoy you for asking that, Coldest Pillow. We'll wait and see Larry hole out here. Well, we'll give him the 9-ball, will we? Will we give him the 9-ball? I mean, we've seen Cobra miss shots like this. Right, so Larry's through, so he's going to be playing Slim in a minute. We'll be in to watch that one. And I'll just tab out. Hang on a minute. And I will post the link in the lobby. There you go. I will also post it on Twitch to tell you that Twitch is working. There you go. It works on there as well. How about that? You can't argue with that deal. Well, that's still a few days away. Right, so we've already said what match we're going into. We're going into Slim and Larry. Two of the big guns from the USA. And also two of the old timers as well. So we've got one pocket Slim nearest me, Larry on the far side. Oh, now this is going to be close. But Slim has won it. And, oh well, look at Larry. Larry's getting 7 and out. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. That's the theme tune for Sale of the Century, Cobra, isn't it? Of course it is. With Nicholas Parsons. Right, you got a brand new washing machine here. It's a deal of the day. It's only £12. Well, got to get the big long jump on here. Oh, that was well done. No shot in the 2, of course. In fact, now he's in trouble. He's in quite a bit of trouble, as a matter of fact, because if he doesn't get the hit in this 2, Larry with ball in hand should be out. Especially when he only has to get to the 7-ball. Although, having said that, he may well be playing. Well, he won't do. That's probably the best outcome there, nudging that 7 away, because Larry would have the ball in hand for the 2-7 combo. Now it's not quite as simple. He's got to get onto that 3-ball and have an angle where all you're doing is stunning across now. Well, he's now going to be hampered big time by the 9. Now, now it's going from bad to worse. There's not much you can do with the cue ball here. But he's at least given himself a chance. Yeah, well, obviously if you're in the USA or anyone else you won't know about Sale of the Century, but if you're my age you certainly do. Well, got to dig in here and come back across table for this 7-ball. Now the handy thing is the 9-ball's there. It's unlikely you're going to head to the side pocket, but the 9-ball's there to block it anyway. I think he's going to be well away from that. Yeah, you see, the only thing as the cue ball's tracking that side, but the 9 ball was there as a sort of goalkeeper, and the possibility that it would have knocked the 9 in anyway, so he was always good to go. Christian goes through in the 1-loss side against John Boot in a final rack. So Larry gets first blood. And I thought that 4 ball was going to go in. So the break is dry. Big gap in the middle of the table for Slim just to hold the cue ball up and get on that 1. Just checking it up just to make sure it didn't run over behind the 8 and the 5 there. And the same thing here, it's just a delicate little 2 ball to just fall into that gap between the 8 and 9. There's nothing to do with the cue ball other than just make sure you get it out far enough past the 9 and not too deep into the table. So it shouldn't be that difficult for a player of Slim standards to do that. Well, he doesn't want to try and get too cute in the 4 ball because the 5 ball could interfere. Don't try and get too cute. And he's well away from that. Now what does he want to do? Does he want to just come back off the 4? I think that looks pretty reasonable to do that because he's got a nice angle in the 4 just to come back. Well, he's getting to it a wee bit more than he really should have there, but you know, wide open table. He's got acres to get on the 6 ball, and we should be all square. Yeah, he might be a bit straight in the 7, but he can certainly. Yeah, he was fine. Well, Stubbs on fire. 7-2 win against Keyser. Well, he's not really. I mean, he's had 2 opponents that have had decent handicaps against him, but they're not good enough to take advantage of them. That's probably the straightforward, simple answer to that. The difference for Stubb is coming up against somebody like Bankster, who would get something like the 5 ball and would have much better odds of getting to that 5 ball. Well, Larry's got to come up with something here that's half decent as a safety. Now there's good cover on the right hand side if he just pushes the 2 onto the middle diamond and send it across like that. He's maybe just overhit it though. Yeah, I think he's left the gap. But Slim's got a similar problem here. He can bank this back across and just duck through and look for cover, and that is much better. And the other thing is that the line is Larry's going to have to maybe spin this a wee bit of right English on that cue ball to get the angle to get to the 2. Yep. Now how's his luck? Oh, pretty damn good, I'd say. He'll settle for that. Well, that Naz, you know what I did earlier today, Cobra? Now that you mention it, I went on to Kere. I went on to his profile in VP4. I had done it the other day, but went back onto it this afternoon, and I sent him a message. I don't know whether he's got his email open, and obviously we don't know whether he's alive or dead, but it's been 4 years since he's been here. And the last matches he played online were, I think, 9-ball, but prior to that, he was playing Nazatotti, that guy you were playing. He was playing him at 3 cushion, and he gubbed him each time. I don't think Nazatotti, or whatever his name is, won a game against him. So I sent him an email, a message, and hopefully, hopefully everything's okay and he's still there, and he does get an email through. And I told him that the 3 cushion World Championships is starting very soon. He's obviously gratis now, but he might have given up in VP4 altogether, because I think Ker's problem was trying to get games. I think obviously not many people play 3 cushion. I think he might just get totally pissed off and gave the game up altogether. But anyway, I sent a message out. You never know. If I'm lucky enough, he might appear out of the blue, and that'll scare the pants out of everybody. Well, Preacher survives. Stefan has gone home. Preacher wins 4 racks to 1 in that one loss side. I've got to think that it's unlikely that a regular 3 cushion player, somebody who's played it a lot of times, isn't. The odds are highly in their favour they're going to win it. The only other thing is if the bottle goes. Oh, Larry going for the bank. Now that 3 ball just squeaked out. Oh, I'm game for it. I'll tell you, as long as this software is working fine and my PC isn't restarting, I'll scream any shit. I don't care what it is. And obviously I was streaming my Alaskan truck drivers, just to make sure it would run, and see how long it would go until it restarted. And it hasn't, and that just got me scratching my head. My PC sounds as if it's running fine. I don't hear the fans working, if you know what I mean. When your PC's, when the hard drive's doing something, it might be installing something, you hear the fans revving up. I don't hear anything happening at all. Everything's running very smooth. I'll tell you what else I did. Because I've also got my browser up on my second monitor watching Twitch, I got rid of Chrome the other day. I uninstalled Chrome, and I installed. Well, I didn't install it because it's already installed, isn't it? I've started using Microsoft Edge, and I've got no complaints on it. I've always avoided it like the plague, but it's actually. It's got all my bookmarks in it, because you can easily transfer all your bookmarks, all my passwords and everything. They're all stored in Google. And so I've got rid of Chrome in case there was a problem with the browser being up in the background causing issues. So I've completely isolated 2 bits of software, 2 programs, and why is everything working fine? I just don't know. Put it this way, I don't care as long as everything's working fine. Well, he's going to have a shot if this cue ball stays on the table, which it will. Three times is another week. What does that mean? You're going to have to translate that Dutch into English, Chimpy, because I don't know what you're talking about. 3 times is another week. Well, it is a bloody mystery. I mean, I've just been sitting thinking, you know, I'm sitting here gripping my seat with my arse, waiting on the thing rebooting, and it hasn't happened. I mean, I definitely streamed for about 9 hours with those separate streams I did the other day, and all went like a dream. But I suppose it's like the meaning of life. Who are we to wonder? If it works, it works. And don't try and fix which was broken, but now that it's working. It's just a total mystery. That's good signs for the big final tomorrow. And remember, if you're not going to be around at that time of the day, especially if you're in other parts of the world, the final will be added to the playlist on my YouTube channel. That's where you will catch up any live stream matches. They will all be on YouTube, one way or the other. They don't get stored for any period of time in Twitch unless you actually physically store them yourself, which I can't be asked. It's just more work to do. So if you're ever going to re-watch a video, always go to my YouTube channel. 2007 I started on YouTube. That's when I set up my YouTube account. And from 2007 until now, I'm still 400 subscribers short of 1,000. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I need to try and get near that 1,000. And it's taken me all this time to get this far, and then there's all these young whippersnappers, all these cool dudes with all their fancy rigs, getting thousands of subscribers watching one live stream. I mean, admittedly, I'm bloody boring, and the type of game we're doing doesn't exactly set the heather on fire. It's an acquired taste watching pool and billiards, let alone watching it as a game, a PC game. Yeah, 3 cushions another week away. Black ball is tomorrow morning. But anyway, we're 2 apiece here. This match could be going all the way, even at this stage. And after we see this shot, we'll just have a quick tab. Let's have a quick tab. What have we got? We've got Bankster. Dangerous Bankster, 4-1 up, and he's getting last 2 against Fast Eddie. So Bankster will be playing Stubb next. Now that's the match. If Bankster gets through that, and well, whoever gets through it, we're going to get in and watch. Oh no, it's not. Stubbs lined up to play Spectre Dawn next, so it's that one we'll be going to watch. See if see who's going to crack first in that match. Oh, that's the South Africa All Blacks match, isn't it? Are they doing the haka yet? Well, already I've started. It started at 8 o'clock. Right, well, you can give me updates on the score if you're doing nothing else. So Larry goes into the lead, 3 racks to 2. Slim at the table. Now, well, he ain't potting the 4 in past the 7, is he? I don't think so. Now, what he could do is he could cut that into the side, try and go to the rail and bump the 9. Oh, well, he's got much better eyes than I've got, because he had less than half a pocket for that 4 ball. That was excellent. That was a really good shot. TJ Redo has taken out Travelling TT 4 racks to 2. That was a really good shot by Slim. He's got far better eyes than me. And a quick drink with the bottle. Yeah, I think these two are just going to be sharing racks throughout this match. So into rack number 7. And that might have been the 3 ball that went in top side there in the right hand corner. Shot in the 1 into the side, but the wrong angle in the 1. And well, he's managed to just drag it in and hold it. And this table is really very good for running out. Now, this is a crucial shot in this rack. And he's left himself way short in the 5. Going to have to bank this. And now he's out of shape. So he's got a testy little cut in the 6. Cue ball's going to be back over. Excuse me, I've had a drink, so now I've got hiccups again. Back over on the left hand side just to open up the 7 ball. And he's going to have to go 3 rails here. Forward with left English. Punch it off the long rail, short rail, long rail left side. And back down to the right hand side for this 8 ball. 1, 2, 3. And it needs to go. He's under hit it. He's under hit it. He could have done with another 6 or 7 inches on that. Just to make it comfortable. And the big bank again comes to the rescue. So 2 in a row for Slim. We'll put him back into the lead. I didn't hear anything go down. And Larry's got a good angle in this 1 ball just to bump out into the gap for the 2 and play for the gap again for the 3. That looks like the plan. The only worry I would have with the 3 ball is that if he does do what I've just said, now Spectre Don's going through again comfortably against Wink at Me, 7 racks to 1. The only worry with the 2 ball to the 3 is getting back to the 4, which is right up in that top rail. So he might want to try and get down for the 3 into the side. The problem with that is that the 5 ball could interfere. So he's got to make the proper decision here in what he wants to do, because if he don't have a good angle in the 3, it's going to be really tough to get on that 4. So this isn't a simple play here. Well, let's have a look at that. That is fine, as long as he avoids the 9, or at least bumps it out of the way. Oh, he's going to finish on top of it, basically. He's overjuiced it. Well, either way, the danger here for Larry is leaving a bank on for Slim. We've seen how Slim lines up these banks when he has a sniff at them. Oh, he's got to get the legs. He's got to get the legs. Well, the cut is on. There's just enough of that 4-ball showing, at least it looks like it to me, where Slim can play the cut. I think he can get to it. Oh, good evening to Tam. Well, all of this thing about this storm, we've had hardly any rain at all down here. I mean, today was cloudy and sort of dry, and maybe the odd bit of rain in the breeze. We've had nothing. And these poor people are all flooded out, and 3 people have died. Well, Slim's missed the cut. It was never that easy, but look at where the 4-ball stopped, right in the pocket. And don't forget, any latecomers, we've got the Virtual World Straight Pool Championship final tomorrow afternoon at 4 PM. Watch the cue ball. Oh! Yeah, Brechen's had a disaster, yeah. That's had an absolute deluge. I've seen that in the news. Well, you know, they can't say they weren't warned. I mean, there was about, what was that thing they said in the news? There was a warning given to people, and about 60 odd people decided to stay in their houses. And then it flooded at 4 o'clock in the morning, so they all had to get out of their beds and get rescued. So they had warnings. You know, the authorities did the right thing and warned people. And if the people don't heed the warnings, then who the hell are they going to? You can't go blaming the authorities. They're only doing what's right. Well, that's true. Oh no, we'll stay here. They're more worried about their goods and possessions than they are about creating bloody problems and no getting out. I mean, I'm fortunate where I stay. I mean, we're never going to get flooded here. The only thing that'll flood where I am, I'm at the bottom of a hill, and so you know, if we get a thunderstorm at some point, then when you get all that rain in a short spell, the road will flood outside the house. But that's only because the drains are no capable of taking that amount of water. As soon as the rain stops, the water all goes away. But you know, I'm not going to get flooded out in the house where I'm sitting. There's no danger of anything of that. We've got no rivers nearby us. Which, you know, the obvious thing is, if you're going to buy a house and you find that you've got a house that's a bargain price, then you've got to ask, well, why the hell is it a bargain price? And the reason is there's a river over the back door 100 yards away that during rainy weather it floods. That's why. But if you're living in a notorious area where you know, rain and tides, if you're near the sea and there's high tides coming in and there's a lot of rain coming down the river, it's going to bloody flood. Doesn't matter what flood defences you've got, the water's got nowhere else to go, so it's going to go over the banks and it's going to flood. Well, we're now 4 apiece in this match. I did tell you it was going to go all the way. Well, this is a wee bit tricky. I mean, he's just going to have to get the pace right to get decent on the 6 across table. Probably play it up into that top left-hand corner. Or, at that pace, he can drop it into the side. That was well done. And Preacher has taken care of Kiza 4-0 to survive. Well, Spectre Dawn with a comfortable win there, a 7-1. Let's have a quick look. And they've just got underway, and Spectre Dawn is already 1-0 up against Stubb. And we'll be joining that soon enough. Well, this is another wee testy one. You'd always expect him to get it, but there's always the odd occasion that just catches that knuckle and hangs up. So 5-4 now. And I don't see anything get into a pocket. And look at how Larry's sitting in the 1. He's going to have to bump this in fairly sharp to get out into the table up high enough for the 2. Yeah, but he's going to finish inside it though. Well, he's got the cut back, and the 3 balls got loads of pockets to go in, so you'd think he'd be unlucky if he wasn't sitting half decent. Because if he gets on the 3 ball like that, which is probably staring down the corner pocket with this 3 ball, then I can't see where it's going to go wrong. Must get the right shot in the 5 so that he can come out and avoid running into the 9 and get out onto that 6. So how he gets on the 5 is critical. And Brainfill out survives. Another final rack decider in that match against the Reed man. Now, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, he can leave himself a bit further away from the 6 on this, but at least he won't be interfering with any of those 2. Well, Larry's done exactly what I said he shouldn't do there. Not only that, he's missed the 5, and he's caught the 9 and left himself no shot in the 6. So everything that I said could go wrong there went wrong. Big mistake from Larry. And that, I think this is the first time in the match well, it's not over yet, this rack, but it looks like there's going to be a 2 rack gap here. What's happening in the rugby, Tam? You can keep me updated on the score. Cobra's away to watch it. It'll be on ITVX on their website if you're not near a telly. Right, so one pocket Slim is breaking for the match. That mistake from Larry could cost him the match. But Slim has come up dry, but he's come up pretty safe. Nothing really on for Larry here. So Larry's got to come up with something again as a decent safety shot. And if he's going to try and come off the top rail with the cue ball, he has to avoid the 9. He can cut the one to the right rail and send it up top, but he's got to avoid the 9 with the cue ball if he's doing that. And now he's doing something, I don't know what he's doing. He's went all out for the pot, and he's got the fluke on the one rolling the 4 ball in, but now he's going to have to kick the one in. And Bankster has taken out Fast Eddie. 7 racks to 4. This must be about Oh, Larry's missed it altogether. It's not often you'd see Larry actually miss that. It wasn't a difficult kick to hit the one ball, but he's missed it completely. Now Slim has a dilemma here. Does he just pot the one and leave the long 2-3 combo, or does he try and run around? He could thin cut the one and just try and come in the gap between the 6 and the 2. So he's got to decide what he's doing. He's actually putting left English on it, just to bring it down this line, and that'll do perfect. Well, this match should be over and done with. Well, one pocket Slim is going to march on. Larry's going over to the madhouse. That is the one lost side. We're going to be heading into that Spectre Dawn stub match as soon as this is finished. Bankster's in. He's looking for blood. No doubt Slim's going to be his next opponent. So we'll give that to Slim and we'll head straight out into this match here. If we can get in. And we're at 2 apiece at the moment. Stubb having a blast, and he's got away with it again. Oh, that's a great shot. That was absolutely perfect. Now the 2-9 combo, which, well, I mean, he can pot the 2, and he can drop down for the 3. And if he gets good in the 3, the problem is the 4 ball. So I think he's got to contemplate this 2-9 combo here. 4 ball is in trouble where it's sitting. It doesn't go past the 5. Well, he's trying for the run out. Let's have a look. Does that 4 go? It doesn't go. Not the way I'm looking at it. He's trying to get a chip. Well, he's got it. Well, we'll see if this is going to backfire on Spectre Dawn. Has he got enough room to play the bank? No, he hasn't. And this might be too short to jump and pot this 4 ball. Yeah, Stubb doesn't fancy it. Again, he's going for the old Blastola. The cue ball's checked up, and he'll settle for that as an outcome. Now, Spectre Dawn, if he can miss the 8 ball and thin cut this to the long rail like that and get some yardage in the cue ball, I mean, that is not a bad safety. Okay, he's not got a snooker, but there's not a great deal Stubb can do with this. He can't bank it anywhere. I don't know what, well, can he? If he can get that side of it, he might be able to bank it into the corner. He might be able to, no, he isn't. But that might have just squeezed out, has it? Yes, it has. So the mistake has been made. And of course this also is a scratch match, there's no handicap. Well, this is a shot that will decide the rack really. Pot the 5, get good in the 6, and he should be home and dry. Well, he hasn't played that very well. Underhit it. Checked the cue ball so it would come back this direction, but you know, when it's checking up, it's taking the pace off the cue ball as well. So again, he's heading for the long grass. And Stubb going for the thin cut. Inspector Don's going to have to go for the bank again or play safe. And this time we get a BFS from Stubb. He's ramping it up. The bank goes in, doesn't touch the sides. Inspector Don is going to have the lead. Eight balls going in as well. Something else in the top side. I didn't see what it was. Oh, but I think it must have been the 1. Yeah, the 1's gone. But look at this 9 ball. Let's have a look at it. Oh, that's ugly where it's sitting. Well, this rack is in the balance as to whether Spectre Don can get out now. If he got himself right onto the rail in the 9 ball, he's fine. And where the 8 ball is, he's got a very high odds that he's going to get there. I mean, you obviously can't be cutting that into the side pocket or trying to play to cut it into the side pocket. He's just trying to get as straight as he can on the rail when he gets there. Well, again, he's left himself one of these testy ones into a blind pocket with this 4 ball. Well, you're saying the 9 pot's easy, but I don't believe he wants to play to triangle on the 9 that way. I think he just wants to get to the rail. Well, there's the difficulty with the shot there. It was not a gimme at that 4 ball. He just wasn't sitting perfect on it, and it's given Stubb the chance to square the match again. So Stubb's going to definitely play for it down the rail. No way he's going to play to cut it in the side. And this will give him a great chance to do that, because he's just going to cut the 6, come across the table, the 2 rails, well, I don't think I would have hit that as hard as that. You know, the reason is he's got to drop this. Is he going to bump the 9 and use the 9 and bring it into play more? No, he is. He's just dropping to the rail. Well, Spectre Don got caught out with a 4 ball. Well, Brainful Out has blasted Wink at Me out of the tournament. by 4 racks to 0. And wink at me doesn't play an awful lot of VP4 nowadays, and he's just showed up tonight and come into Friday night 9-ball, and that's generally what happens to you when you just show up tonight and sign up. You don't last long. You've got to get that table time. And meanwhile, Stubb has squared the match. Got a ball in the break, the 8-ball had gone. Now is he going to blast and play the 2-9 combo? You never know with Stubb. Yep. Well, in fact, he's played a two-way shot there, cut it into the corner. I don't know that did he play to cut in the corner? Excuse me, I've got hiccups again. We never know that he played to cut that in the corner. It looked as if he was playing the billiard onto the 9. It's hard to work out, but it's going to be a bank again in the 3. That's perfect, absolutely dead weight, and again didn't touch the sides. So no prizes for guessing what he's doing here. This looks pretty plumb, this 5-9. Yep. I mean, he could try and go over the short side of it. I think it'd be a bit crazy to be doing that. Yep. Yeah, he's never going to miss this. So it's a quick turnaround here for Stubb. That mistake on the 4-ball from Spectre Dawn has cost him 2 racks so far. Well, once this goes in, it will. Well, I've now been streaming for an hour and 42 minutes and no problems. Stubb breaks off in rack number 7. And he's got a ball. The 3-ball has gone. Can he see the 1? Yes, he can. Is he going to be on top of the 9? No, he's okay. He's brushed past that. Well, same plan here for Stubb. Just get the 2 in and get to the rail, unless he fancies coming down and trying to cut that in the side. Again, you've got to see it. The problem is he's a bit straight, so he just played the draw. That's perfect. Apart from the fact that he's dead straight. So now he's got a problem. Well, he played the cut into the side. That rescued him. Just bump it off the rail and out. Well, he's went the 3-way route. He could have done it the other way. Well, this is going to be inflicting more pain and a reminder of what happens when you make a slack positional shot on the 4-ball for Spectre Dawn. It's now very likely, I say very likely, to cost him 3 racks now. And it definitely is. So from 3-2 down, Stubb now has clear daylight between him and Spectre Dawn. 5-3 up, but looks dry this time. So the pressure's now on Spectre Dawn. First of all, he's got a none too certain 1-ball. Larry survives in the 1-loss side, 4-0 against DJ Redo. So, pressure on Spectre Dawn. He's checking the potting angle in the 1. And he's sort of got to pot this at a dead weight, I think. And just get back out into the table between the 8 and the... Is that the 4 ball next to his cue ball? Well, he's gone. He's gone the 2 and 3 rail route. Now again, he's left himself really awkward. I mean, this is not going to make life comfortable, this 2 ball. And also, he knows that the way this table's sitting, that if he doesn't get this in the hole and stay at the table, Stubbs going to be in the hill. But is he going to avoid the 8? No, he hasn't, but he still got the cut. That was a good shot. In fact, the 8 ball might have done him a favour there. It might have been taking a line to scratch there, that cue ball. But no worries about getting in the 4. And that's perfect. You can just go to the rail, cut the 5 in. So he's at least going to rescue the situation a wee bit here. Get back to within 1. Inspector Don has got to be hoping that his brake's going to work in this following rack. Now, we'll give him the 8 and 9. We'll have a quick tab. And we'll see that I think Bankster is, 2-1 up against Slim at the moment. And the one lost side, Eddie's 3-0 up against Christian. And we've got Brainful out 1-0 up against Preacher. We've got Spectre Dawn back to within 1. And again, this was looking dry, but the 4 ball's gone. Oh, he's finished with a cut in the 1. Bound to be on the 2, regardless of what he does here. But it's again just a testy cut in the 1 first of all. Oh, he's okay. He could have almost squatted behind that 3, but he's fine. Well, once again, you've got to say, well, he's checked that up to stay the other side of the 3. He could have come out between the 5 and 9 on the left side. And again, he's just crept past the 5. But look where he's sitting. He's horrible on it. It's hard work. But he's getting there. And now he's finished pretty straight in the 6, but he can easily pinch a bit here. There's no problem. Oh, he's went for the old VP4 safety route, the big drop. Well, he's now got to avoid the 8 ball, hasn't he? Yeah, I don't think he can though. He's got to make the cut on the 7. He's going to be hitting this 8. Well, that's where he did everything to avoid the 8. But in doing that, hitting it at that pace, he then misses the 7. He should have taken his medicine there and rode his luck that he would come up good in the 8 by hitting it. That sometimes you have to do that. He went the other way to completely avoid it, but that caused him to miss the 7. And Stubbs get the thin cut. He's bound to have a sniff on this 8 ball if he gets this in. Yeah, he's looking good now. Well, good evening to Semi-Pro. So Stubb with the 8 and 9 to get to the hill. And he couldn't have finished any worse than that, I think. I mean, he really should get it in, but you've got to watch how you connect on this 9. You can easily push it just to the long rail jaw here. Like that. Commentator's eye, look at the cue ball as well. Cue ball's gone. So everything that could go wrong with that shot, and the 9 fluked in as well. I mean, you've got to laugh. Everything that could go wrong with that shot went wrong because he finished almost on top of the 9. So now we're back all square. This ain't over yet, folks. The commentator's eye is never wrong. At that angle he was trying to cut that 9, it is always so easy to not get into it enough and push it to that far, that long rail at the jaw, and that's exactly what he did. And then of course he had the temerity to fluke the 9 ball. Unfortunately that was after the cue ball had scratched. So it's anybody's game. Inspector Dawn with a couple of balls in the break, trying the jump 1-8 combo. And quick look and double check this 5 ball, because that's what Inspector Dawn's just doing, and the 5 ball does go. He's got loads of room. Now this 7 ball's a bit of a hindrance, and that's a disaster. That's not what he wanted. He was trying to check up to leave the cue ball inside this 7, which is what he's done. But he's hit the 8 ball, and now he's given Stubb a lifeline here. Sorry, he's given Inspector Dawn a lifeline here. It's that time of night, folks. What time is it anyway? 8:45. It's downhill mode for me, but I am so over the moon that I've been streaming the last 3 days. Well, that's at least 11 hours now, and not a hint of a problem. Now, is he going to catch the 9 ball here? No, he isn't. Probably would have been handy if he did, because it would have just taken a bit of weight off that cue ball. So now he's got another tough cut. I think he's just got to watch where the cue ball is going, that he doesn't finish no man's land in this 7 ball. But that's going to be good. So Spectre Dawn, odds on that he's going to be at the foot of the hill. He's going to be dead straight, isn't he? No, he's fine. Tam. Well, now he's on the hill. That's him at the foot of the hill on the 8 ball. And now he's on the hill. That's bull effing shit. That's what that is. In case you weren't wise enough to work that out, Tam. You haven't told me the bloody score in the rugby. I've asked what's happening in the rugby. Do me a favour, find out what's happening in the rugby. Please, anybody. It's 15-6 to New Zealand, alright. And when's the England match? That tomorrow night? When do they play? I'll probably watch that, alright, at 8 PM, right, I'll watch that tomorrow night. Because that's going to be a toughie. There's been some great I mean, I've watched a couple of these matches, the quarter-final matches. What matches they were? They were really exciting. On the edge of my seat, I was watching them. So Stubb with the bank and the table at his mercy, and we are going hill here. I can't believe he's going to mess this up, but with Stubb you never know. But he really should be out here. And then probably the final will be next week. I would think they'll probably give him a week off to get the final played. Probably next Sunday or Saturday. I'm just guessing, but I'm thinking it'll be something like that. And that'll give them like a week for any sort of wee niggles to iron out, give people a chance to get their fitness back. Oh, he's going to go to no man's land. Well, Stubbs now got himself backed into a corner. He's got to play the bank cross side. He's played it well, never a doubt. So Stubb is going to be breaking for the match. Well, it's been a battle all the way. Who's going to give in first? Who's going to blink? Well, a ball has gone. I think it was, what was it, the 3 ball or the 5 ball? No, it wasn't, it was a 7 ball. What's he looking at here? Is he looking to thin cut this into the side? He'll come around the angles. Again, he's played it well. Well, he's a wee bit short. He shouldn't have a problem though. And everything is there. So the match is his. Well, don't forget that mistake early in the match that Spectre Dawn made on that 4 ball, that let Stubb back into it. Stubb won 3 in a row. And that's, you know, if you want to look at it, that's where Spectre Dawn lost the match. Not getting good in the 4, leaving a tough shot on it, and it let Stubb back in. Because he had him rocking there with a 2-rack lead at that. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Look at this. Would you believe it? He's out with the jump stick. Oh, that's broke the back of the match unless the... Who the hell are they playing again? Unless the South Africans can come out and blitz them in the second half, but I think New Zealand are too experienced for that. They're a bunch of men on a mission, the New Zealanders, because they've been beaten a couple of times recently, and they're looking to regain their crown and just let everybody know that they're still the team. Who are they playing? I've totally forgotten who they're playing then. Who's New Zealand playing? It's that time of night. Argentina. Oh aye, Argentina are not good enough to come back from that. It'd be a huge surprise. There's no way they're going to win that. But I'll tell you who's winning this. Spectre Dawn. Stubb made an arse of it. You can't blame Spectre Dawn for that. So, Spectre Dawn through to the hot seat match. And let's have a quick look at what's happening with Slim. Well, Slim is waiting because I must have missed the result there. Did I miss that? I think I was too busy looking at the table. Yes, I did. So Spectre Dawn is taking out Bankster. And we've got the hot seat match. And Stubb heads over to that one loss side. And he's waiting on the winner of Larry and Fast Eddie. Let's get into that. Fast Eddie is 3-0 up. So Larry is on the brink here. And that's probably one reason that Larry's rating is slipping down and why he's getting handicaps in a few of these matches. Well, I think there's no prizes for guessing what's going to win this rack. Because that, oh no it isn't, that 9's off the rail. In fact, tell that, it's a 1 ball, so I am definitely gone. I thought it was a 9. So there's nothing doing in the 1 ball. Okay, the 1 ball can be cut into the corner, but you've got to miss the traffic. Not that there is a great deal of traffic. You've certainly got to come either side of that 3 ball. Is that going to hold the line? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. And he would have been on the 2. He would have been on that 2 ball. I think he would have been on the 2. I think he just could squeeze enough. Larry's having to square this up with right English. Yep, and that's how it's so difficult to judge. That looked as if it was a pathetic effort from Larry, but it wasn't, because the angle wasn't there to make the kick up and down. Larry had to put a bit of English on it, but he put too much on it. And that's how the cue ball squared away up too soon. So now Fast Eddie with ball in hand for the match. Welcome to Vertical Liquid. Well, you've got a happy man here tonight. And I'm going to say it, and I'm probably going to jinx myself saying it, but my problems seem to be over by the software that I'm using to do the live stream. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. I'm not getting into any great detail thinking as to how it's doing this or how it's not doing that, but I have not had a restart in the PC since using my Mirillus Action software. I've streamed like 11 hours, and including what I've done tonight over the last couple of days, and everything's went as sweet as a nut. I'm just well pleased. As Fast Steady will be. Well, sorry, no, what happened there? Larry's back at the table. He's too busy looking at the chat. Pay attention. Well, Larry's been thrown a bone here. Now, this again, he's going to play a little jab to bump in behind that 8 ball and hold for the 7. And that's probably the best thing he could have done there, is bump the 8 rather than going behind it and hooking himself. But he's got loads of room, so he's no problem here. Of course, every shot now for Larry's no miss, no mistake, or you're dead and gone. Now, is there anybody else? In fact, I'm looking at Twitch. There's only me and 3 others on Twitch. There's been an issue with Twitch tonight, where I'm watching Twitch. It's working fine, but quite a few of the other guys said that Twitch doesn't seem to be working for them. I noticed that Vertical Liquid's on YouTube, so he's got no problems. Is it working okay now, Slim? Yeah, Slim's watching it. Well, it must have resolved itself. How that, you know, how some of us were watching it fine and others weren't, I don't know. Travelling TT's watching as well, so that all seems good now. Well, Larry's missed the one. Fast Eddie's got another chance now. Again, with a table like this, Fast Eddie's got to get this done. And Preacher has taken out Brainful out in another final rack decider. And you're only getting audio on Twitch, Cobra. I see that I think Cobra, well, it's a half-time interval, isn't it? But I think Cobra thinks the match is over anyway. That New Zealand match, they've got a big lead. They're not going to relinquish that against Argentina, and Argentina aren't good enough. Oh dear. Well, Eddie's blown it. Well, the one thing you don't do with Larry when you're 3-1 up on the hill is give him a chance, because he's going to get you. Oh, now watch that 6 ball. He's okay. So you're getting audio but no picture. That's weird. Watch the cue ball. Oh, it might be in the point. No, he's fine. Larry's walking a tightrope here. But Eddie blew his chance. He had a wide open table. There was not a problem. And that's all the encouragement Larry needs, because he's now full on focus. Well, it must be something to do. I can't work it out, but it can't be anything to do with Restream and the signal they're sending out to Twitch, because my Twitch is not giving me a problem all night since I disconnected it and reconnected it a couple of times. Yeah, that was a problem that was happening earlier on, Brainful out. I don't know why it is. It's just crazy. Well, the only other thing I would suggest is, well, here's a thing. What browser are you guys using to watch it? Are you all on Chrome? What browsers are you using to see if it's the same browser that's causing the problem? Maybe, you know, if all of you are on Chrome and you get the same problem, then switch. Or you're in Firefox. That's the only other thing I can think as to why it's not working. It's inexplainable. Meanwhile, Larry at the table. Well, he's got a tricky one here. Tricky because, again, he's got a blind pocket cut and he can very easily catch some of that 9 at this angle. But he's got to also hold the cue ball for the 7, and that was very well played. Excellent. And he's definitely good to go here. We're going all the way here, folks. YouTube. Exact same thing in Chrome. Aye, it's a puzzler that. It's never happened before. It's definitely a puzzler, that one. Right, so Larry now breaking for the match. Oh, 2 ball goes in, 6 ball follows it in. Larry's sitting plumb in the 1, into the side, table wide open. Where can he make the mistake here? He's looking around just to get his bearings so he knows exactly where he's going and has got absolutely no excuse. None whatsoever if he can't get this done. Well, that's the other advantage in me streaming to 4 different platforms. If you can't get me in one, you're bound to get me in another. So Twitch is working on the phone. That's even weirder. Work that out. I don't care. My PC's working fine. I don't care what problems you've got watching. The stream's working fine. My PC hasn't restarted. I have audio only checked for some reason. It's getting weirder by the minute. Every time somebody posts something in the chat, it's getting totally weird. Right, well, that's what happens, Eddie, when you can't get the job done. You give Larry a sniff, he's going to come and get you, and Larry goes through and survives. So now we are going to join the hot seat match. It is a hot seat match, isn't it? Hang on a minute, where are we? Yep. And we're 1 apiece between One Pocket Slim and Spectre Dawn. We have no handicap. Now I know for a fact that what do you call it? Twitch was working fine. It was working fine yesterday, because I had one or two people in occasionally in the chat watching the Alaskan truck drivers streaming. There was no issues then, but that's the weirdest issue that I've had. But the issue is definitely not at my end. So Slim has gone into a 2-1 lead. And then once again, it's another table that any player of these sort of standards that these two guys are, there's no way they should be messing this up. Now he should just check this to the rail and back out towards us like that. And now just a gentle pace cut, let the cue ball run out. And he can come right down as far as he wants. He's got the safety net of the 7 ball hanging over the pocket. Now, let's have a quick look while Slim finishes this rack and see what's going on this one loss side. Well, Larry and Stubb have just started. And in the top match, we've got Preacher 1-0 up against Bankster. Preacher is getting, I think, is that the 6 ball or the 8 ball? He's getting the 8 ball in that match. We'll keep a tab on what's happening there. Now, here's a question, guys. I'll leave it up to you. Do you want me to stay with the hot seat match, or do you want us to go in to watch Larry and Stubb? We'll probably catch the end of this match. I'll leave it up to you. Give me your responses. Do you want me to get into Larry and Stubb and come back to this one, or do you want to stay with this one? I'll leave it up to you to vote. If I get no responses, we'll just stay where we are. If we get one or two to the contrary, then we'll drop into Larry and Stubb. So you need to let me know. Well, that's one vote from Cobra. Is there any more? I'll give it another 30 seconds for any other votes to come through. One vote isn't good enough. In fact, to be honest with you, anybody who is watching the stream who doesn't want to watch this match and wanted to watch Larry and Stubb are probably in watching it anyway. Well, there's not even anybody else saying just stay with this match. Nobody's saying anything. Come on. I've only got 3 viewers tonight. Well, Cobra said Larry twice. That doesn't count. Brainful Out said Larry. Right, that'll do. Thank God it finally sunk in. Right, we'll nip in here. If we can get in. More than likely, it's already 1-0 to Stubb. And Larry's getting last 2. Again, last 2 doesn't really matter. Well, cutting aside and back across twice for the 3 ball seems like the idea here. Right, see you later, Vertical Liquid. Now, we need to look at the 5 ball. Well, let's decide that the 5 ball doesn't go. So he's got to come up with something here. Looks as if he's trying to get top side of it. No, he's convinced it goes. It's very, very tight. He's got to go in off the jaw. Or certainly the left side of the pocket. Yeah. And now he's good for 2-0. So Stubb has got Larry backed into a corner very quickly here. And of course, this time Larry doesn't have much to play with. Only the race to 4. Well, the ball has gone. He's not going to be sitting good in the 1 though. And the 2 ball has gone. And if he can cut the 1, the danger of course is a 4 and the 9 ball for a sight on the 3 ball. And that's well done. Right into the spot. Well, again, he might just use the 9 ball here. I mean, he's got more angle maybe than it looks, but he can certainly use the 9 ball. He might try and avoid the 9 ball, but I don't think he can. It looks a bit, yeah, he has used the 9 ball, but he's missed the cut. So Larry again, and it's the 4 ball that's done it again. It was the 4 ball that done it for Eddie, and Larry has been given that lifeline. Another BFS from Stubb. But he did the right thing. Oh, watch this cue ball. He's okay. He did the right thing in using the 9 ball. He just didn't cut it enough on that 4. Oh dear. Oh, I thought it was going to hang up. Watch the cue ball again. He's okay. He's right the tightrope. Welcome to Bedhead. Don't tell me you can't watch it on Twitch, Bedhead. We already know there's problems for some people watching on Twitch tonight. It's weird. In fact, do us a favour, if you're not watching, you're on Kick, but go and have a quick look on Twitch and see if you can see the live stream, because the live stream for some people is shown as live, but they're not seeing anything. Whereas for others like myself, it's working perfectly okay. Well, Larry's just blown it there on the 8 ball. Stubbs complaining about Larry getting the last 2, and Larry's missed his money ball. That's a big mistake. So Stubb gave Larry that chance, but Larry couldn't take it. It's now 3-0. But straight away, Stubbs come up dry. Larry's got no shot but a jump, and he's got a gap to pot the 1. He'll be really lucky if he's in and the 2. And he didn't get the line right for the pot in the 2. Stubb, you know, knowing him, he's going to be cutting this up the rail. Or is he? Yes, he is. And that's well played. Is he going to hold though? No. Stubb gets another lifeline out for Larry. Avoids the 9. Oh, he's going to be in no man's land here, is he? Well, he's got a pot. The 3 ball is in a reasonably good spot. And again, Larry, wrong side of the 3, but loads of room. He just has to make sure he's not blocking himself like that. That was always in the cards going that way, wasn't it? And this is probably going to be Larry's last shot in the tournament this week, you'd have to say. I think he's too tight against that 5. Yep, he is. He's going to have to go 2 rails, or is he trying to put the big spin on it? And he's gone round behind it. So Stubb, ball in hand for the match, will be straight into what's left of the hot seat match. I think Larry's time in this week's tourney is dwindling away here. Just a little roll in the 5 to roll through for the 6. I can't see any. Well, he's actually a bit straight. That's the problem with the shot here. He's a bit. I thought he had a slight angle. He's just a wee bit straight. He's trying to maybe pinch a bit here into the right side of the pocket, and has to avoid the 7, which he did. So don't forget, Bedhead, we've got, and anybody else that's maybe arrived late, we've got the final of the Virtual World Straight Pool Championships tomorrow afternoon, and Baxter has beaten Preacher 4 racks to 1. That final starts at 4 PM British Summer Time, 5 PM Central European Time, 11 AM Eastern Time, 8 AM Pacific. Race to 300 between Chimpy from the Netherlands and Acero from Japan. And Stubb marches on. A 4-0 win. Larry had a sniff of a chance, but didn't take it this time. So Larry is going home, and Stubb battles on. So we're straight out and straight into what's left in this hot seat match. It's 5-4 to Slim, and Slim having to kick. Now, is that going to the top rail? No, it isn't. What it has done is it's just come out into play. Well, this is also looking like it's going to go all the way. Well, we've been on the stream for, what, 2 hours and 20 minutes? Pretty much, and everything's gone sweet as a nut. That was well controlled also. And that's the thing I forgot about. Spectre Dawn. How about that? He's getting the 6 ball. Slim's got a 2,553 rating, and he's giving weight to everybody. And we're 5 apiece. And Spectre Dawn has broke dry. Now Slim could cut this up top. He's going to finish. If he does that, he's going to go to the far rail and come back out. I don't know whether it'll be in the gap between the 3 and the 7. It's hard to judge the line. And then again, it's doubtful that he's taken on that shot that I'm talking about. Well, I think he's in 2 minds whether to push this to the short rail up top and try and use those balls for cover. Now I don't know what he's doing. It's a bit, far too heavy. Well, he'd like to play that shot again because he got everything with it wrong. I think he was hoping maybe to bump the one into like the 8 ball or something and keep it up there. But it's gone wrong. Yeah, you said it, Slim. You've done well. There's not many people are giving a handicap to Spectre Dawn, let alone giving him the 6 ball. That's a welcome to the party if ever I've seen it. But that's what happens when you get a good run in the 9 ball. Your rating, it ends up flying away up, and then you're giving weight to everybody. Players that you should never be giving weight to. Let's be honest. Well, he's finished with a slight angle on the 4, but he's got to try and stun across behind that 7. Is he trying to come down for the 5 in the side? I think he is. He's trying to come down for the 5 in the side, and that is pretty well played. Okay, he's going to be catching the 6 ball if he's going forward. He could jack up big time. Yeah, he's jacking up to avoid the collision in the 6. Problem with that though is he's left himself there. And now he's in trouble. He's going to have to get a shot going here to stay at the table. that's a good shot. Oh, he's had a kiss in the 8 ball. Mind you, he only needed the 6, didn't he? What am I talking about? So, Spectre Dawn, 1 rack away from this week's final. Oh, the 3 ball had a look in the pocket, decided against it. It's dry, and Slim immediately is going to have to come up with a bank, I think. Yep, he's got it. I mean, that's dead set for a bank, that 1 ball. I don't think Slim's missing it. The problem's the 2 ball. Oh, he is missing it. Oh, he's going to fluke it. Oh, he's worse than Stubb. And now he's going to complain he hasn't got good in the 2. Well, he's got to come up with something here to keep this safe, and this is not easy. Whatever he chooses to do, it ain't easy. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to bank the 2 in behind the 5 and 3, or is he trying to play a combo? Well, whatever he did, I think he went all out for it. Well, this is... Well, that's well played. Loads of right English. Bumped straight into the 5. Sitting very handily in the 3. Well, Slim is on the brink of heading over to join his chum in the 1 loss side. If Spectre Dawn can hold it together. And it's looking very likely Spectre Dawn's heading to yet another Friday night 9 ball final. And it is, because that was his money ball, wasn't it? So it's a 7-5 win. Slim was always up against it with that against Spectre Dawn. I mean, goodness me. We've had a rant about that before. We can rant till we're blue in the face, but Steve won't do anything about it. So that is it as far as who's in the final. Now, who's going to get there to join him? Is Slim going to get that revenge match? Well, Bankster is already 2-0 against Stubb. 2-0 down, I should say. But Stubbs got himself nowhere in the 6 here. And Bankster's getting the 7 ball. And of course the 7 ball's already gone. And I don't know what Stubb was trying there, but that's certainly not worked out. We've got a BS for that. Yep, there we go. Well, I've argued the case for sorting the ratings out that you don't get a handicap at 2,100. But Steve, I think it'd be too much work for Steve to do anything about it. That's why. So the big secret is don't get your ratings so high, and you won't be giving away as much weight. Simple as that. Go and do some what do you call it? Go and lose a few points. Slim's quite happy, that's all that matters. So all of a sudden, from 2-0 down, it's 2 apiece. Bankster, the most dangerous player with a handicap in VP4. I keep telling you guys that. And Stubb is now up against it because Bankster has got a wide open table. The 4 ball is gone. They're all there. And he only needs to get to the 7. The 7 will be very handy where the 6 is. You just need to roll the 6 in and you're on the 7 into the side. So full focus for Bankster here now. This is the problem. He's got to judge the place across top side of that 3 if he's playing it down into this bottom right hand corner, or he's got to get out in the table. Now he's gone nowhere. He's not judged it at all. He's got no shot. Well, he'd not even got a bank. It won't go past that 8 and 7. And if he's going all out for the cut into this corner, that's tough. But he's doing the right thing, trying to duck and dive, and that's well played. Okay, he hasn't got the snooker, but he's not left Stubb anything unless he can get the cover. And again, Stubb's safety is so bad. That's awful. He's more than given Bankster a welcome to the party with that shot. That was terrible. So Bankster is going to get exactly what I predicted, just a roll in the 6. And a roll in the 7, and he'll be on the hill. So, from 2-0 down, Bankster with a ball in the break, which I think, what was it, the 7, what's going, the 6 ball. Well, the best he's going to get there's the 1-8 combo. But he can come up with another safety here. And that'll do. Stubbs now in a dilemma. Well, this time he's got it safe. Oh, but Bankster's come up with a reply. And Stubb again in trouble is just going to go the old blastola. He might kick the 3 in, you never know. But no, he hasn't. And that 4 ball is going to be really tough. Because you're cutting the 3 in. You've really got to just go up table and leave the cut in the 4. I don't think you should be trying anything else other than getting it out into the table and at least leaving a cut. It might not be easy, but I don't think you should try anything else here. Let's see if Bankster's got the same opinion. He's digging into this cue ball. I don't think that's wise. What's he doing? Well, he's got the shot into the side, and that's well played. But he's got to leave that shot in the 7, and the angle he's got in the 5. Cue ball's running towards the side pocket, so he's stunning it in to hold it. So this for the match, from 2-0 down, and Stubbs not happy. And in it goes. So Bankster getting the 7 ball from 2-0 down. Lives up to the reputation I've given him. The most dangerous handicap player in the game. And it's a 4-2 win for Bankster. And Stubb goes home. It's always good to get a rant after it. Right, so we've got One Pocket Slim, who's going to be given a stack here to Bankster. A stack and a half. 5 and out probably to Baxter. I don't know what he's going to be giving him, but he's going to be giving him like 7 and out at least, if not 6 and out. It's not going to be pretty for Slim here. Right, so the room is up. Let's get in. Let's see what he's getting. I'll have a quick drink. He's getting 6 and out. Yeah, I knew it'd be 5 and out or 6 and out. But Slim's won the lag, and look at where the 6 ball is. 6 ball right over the whole top side. And it's going to be a 4-6-9 combo to stay at the table. I'll say that again. It's going to be a 4-9-6 combo to stay at the table. I mean, I can't believe he's going to try and get in between that 9 and 4 ball. I mean, there's no way you can miss the 4-9-6 combo. But at the same time, there's no guarantee you're going to have a decent shot after you play the 4-9-6 combo. Well, he's trying to get on the short side, and that was well done. So Slim is up for the challenge. But it's not good news for Slim, whatever he does, because if he does win the match, he's going to have a revenge match against Spectre Don, who's going to be getting exactly the same handicap he had in the hot seat match. So there's not an awful lot to look forward to for Slim in terms of getting any generosity in these matches. Certainly not this one, and not in the final either. What did I not read, Slim? What did I miss? You signed up at 2553 in purpose. This is the more dangerous handicap. Beat him once already, though race to 4. Should be interesting. I don't know what I've missed. I'm at bedtime stage anyway, and my PC hasn't restarted. I'm just over the moon. Two hours and 43 minutes. Oh yes, he does. He loves a challenge. He's off to a good start. But Bankster should not be taken lightly. It's a dry break. Shot in the 1. 2 open into the other side pocket. 3's available. 4's just a wee bit tricky to get on. I mean, if you just roll the 3 in, you can leave the cut in the 4 from the right side of the table. That wouldn't be a problem. And it means that you're getting out for the 5 where the 3 is. So it's a good enough table. I think that's what Baxter will do. He'll just drop through and leave the cut in the 4. And the only thing that can cause him problems is the 6 ball here when he's trying to get on the 5. Because the 6 ball's in a line that this cue ball could well be going here, out behind the 7, over towards the 6. See, like that, the commentator's eye, well, he's well away from it, but you know, another 2 inches there, he'd have been in trouble. So just the 5 and 6 to square the match. Well, he'll just be drawing off this 6 ball just to make sure he doesn't get near any pockets. Oh, 3-ball had a look, but didn't bother. And Slim not really got a decent shot in the 1. But look at where the 7 and 8 ball are sitting. I mean, that's a dead set combo. That is very dangerous. Slim's got to be careful where he's putting this 1 ball. But he's played a very good safety though. Got Bankster in a heap of trouble. And Bankster gives it the old stub. And he comes up smelling the roses. Look at this, perfect position in the 2. Well, that's what you're up against there, Slim. You know, when in doubt, give it a blast. Oh, he didn't really do anything there, did he? He's not finished good in the 5. He's rattled the 4 and left it there more or less. Thin cut though. And that was Bankster's chance because, oh, Slim's hung the 4. Well, it's going to be a 7-8 combo, no doubt about that. But can he get out of there and get decent in the 5? That's the question. And that's the answer. That's well done. Now, I think he wants to get on this 6 ball into a pocket somewhere. I don't think he wants to be rattling the 6 into the 7 and 8. But, I mean, if he needs to, he can do it. He shouldn't be missing it, though. Tell a lie, I forgot his 6 and out he's getting. Just needs to roll it in, doesn't he? That tells you I'm falling asleep. This is where all the mistakes happen with me. My brain's gone at this time. That and the fact that I'm so excited my PC hasn't crashed. Or restarted, sorry. 8 ball into the right side. (2-1) in the lead to Bankster. Now he can squeeze that in past the 3. Yeah. Use the 3 as a little guide. And once again, the table is wide open. Slim might not be getting back to the table here in this match. Well, he's immediately gone wrong. He's gone inside, squarish on the 2. He's heading the other direction from the 4. And now he's left himself really awkward. He's got to miss this knuckle. And watch that 7 ball left side here. In fact, he might bump the 6. Yeah, and that's how he's ended up missing the 4, because he never really played to get great in the 4 ball. Well, I'm still fingers crossed, but the evidence is there and it's clear on my YouTube channel. Those 3 or 4 live streams that I've done, and then this one. And how long have I been on? I've been on for what? 7 o'clock, over 2 hours and 40 minutes, and not a hint of anything happening here, which is, again, unexplainable. We've got a dead set 6-7 combo here for Slim. That's just unmissable. I mean, that can't be going in any straighter into that corner pocket. Although he could have done better than that. But, I mean, again, he's still going to pot this. As long as he doesn't push the 6 forward. He wants to hit it sweet. So we're going to be all square. Is this going to be another one going all the way? You won't be there, Slim, tomorrow, won't you? You'll be working. Is that right? I think you said it's Sunday and Mondays you're off. So, Twitch is still acting up. Video is not showing, it's just black. I don't know. Again, it's amazing that mine is, I'm watching it right now on my second monitor and it's just running perfectly fine. The balls are all running very smooth, everything's running sweet on Twitch for me. Well, Slim, again, with a table that, you know, 99 times out of 100 you're running this table, not a problem. Well, he's just going to roll straight through here, I think. There's nothing else you need to do. Just straight through past the 6. And he's finished inside the 5 ball, which again is perfect because you're just rolling out. Black screen but audio is fine. I can't work that out. It's weird that it's happened to a whole bunch of you guys tonight. And yet there's others watching it on Twitch and it's fine. And Chimpy's on Twitch. His is all working now. Black screen in the iPad. It'll be interesting if it does it tomorrow. Well, Slim won away from a rematch with Spectre Dawn in the final. It's just me. So the PC's working fine, but my my Twitch channel for some people isn't. Or you're chatting. You have to admit, guys, I mean, I have been streaming all these years and I've never had anything like that happen. Which is even more inexplainable that mine is working fine. Why have I not got the same problem you guys have got? I mean, I had it early on there when you told me what was happening, and then I went into Restream and disconnected it and reconnected it twice, which fixed everything for me and some others, but for the rest of you, I don't know what the reason would be. Definitely weird. Well, 9 ball hanging over the bag, top side, right hand corner. And Slim's got himself in trouble. He's got a, well, again, he's got a 2-8 that he really should never miss here. Oh, it's just getting off the far jaw. Popman has arrived. Kit keeps going blurry. Well, I tell you what I'll do. I am going to go and I will look at the bitrate settings tomorrow for Marillis Action and see if it's maybe the bitrate, which still does not explain why I'm watching it fine on Twitch. Yeah, it's a mystery, isn't it? Well, this rack is up for grabs, but it's going to have to be a 3-9 combo here. And we're going all the way, 3 apiece. Final rack decider. Now Spectre's saying that he's on YouTube and it's working actually. He's actually getting a faster turnaround than normal. So Bankster's break has come up dry, and Slim, well, he's going to get first go at getting to this final. And the Twitch is dead for Martin as well, so there's more people where there's a problem with Twitch than there is that's working good. I'm one of them that's working good. Well, that's running very nicely. It's just going a wee bit square. Well, it's gone past it now. Now it's not quite as much of a gimme, this 3-ball. But like I say, the fact that there's a problem on Twitch, well, Slim's just trying to duck for cover, but has he ducked far enough? Well, he has, but Bankster will be jumping this. But at least you've got alternatives. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. It is all working on. In fact, I'll tell you, I'll prove it's all working on Twitch. Hang on a minute, you'll hear it. It is all working on. In fact, I'll tell you, I'll prove it's all working on Twitch. Hang on a minute, you'll hear it. You can hear me on Twitch, the echo. I'm watching the live stream. You can hear me on Twitch, the echo. I'm watching the live stream. You can. Now that's really annoying, isn't it? All good my end. What happened with that stream that cut off recently? Well, it was one of many that cut off recently because the PC was restarting. That's what was happening. And I'm now using a different piece of software to live stream. But alternatives are available. If Twitch is down, go to Kick. If you don't like Kick, go back to YouTube. And if you really want some fun, go on to Steam and find 9ball.com. You can watch it on Steam, but there's like a 20-minute delay on Steam. You'll still be watching that one lost side match on Steam at the moment. There's a huge delay on Steam, but it does live stream to Steam because I tested it, and Martin is watching on YouTube and chatting on Twitch. Now there's a novelty. I think that's what Chimpy was doing. Just so the chat will work quicker. It's a good idea. Well, meanwhile, One Pocket Slim is going to get that revenge match. And Bankster's had a good night. Again, he's come out with more money than he started with, so it's a success. And made use of that handicap. But Slim has battled all the way. He's going to have to battle even more because he's up against Spectre Dawn once again in this week's final, race to 9. And Spectre Dawn is going to be getting, what is he getting again? What did he get in the last match? He's going to be getting the same thing. And while they're about to go, as soon as the room goes up, I'm going in and I'm nipping to the bathroom because my bladder's about to explode. I'll nip away and then I'll be back. So it's 10 minutes to 10. It's going to be a good earlier finish tonight again, even with a full house. So let's go in. I'll just leave the camera there and you can watch the lag. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm just back in time for the lag. We've got one pocket Slim, Spectre Dawn on the far side. And oh, that's a toss of a coin, but it gave it to Spectre Dawn. So, Spectre Dawn getting the 6 ball again. And it did give him the win over Slim in that hot seat match. So Slim's the man in a mission tonight. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been getting... I think it might be to do with the... I think it's maybe possibly something to do with the bit rate. The question is though, is whether the video... I'll need to check the match video tomorrow for the live stream on Twitch to see if the actual video does eventually show. It might be a bit rate issue. But clearly other... it might be the limitations that Twitch are putting on it, but that still doesn't answer why I can watch it perfectly okay. That doesn't answer that part of it. Anyway, we won't worry about it. As long as you can see it one way or another, it shouldn't really matter. That's why it's good to be broadcasting and sending the signal out to 4 different platforms. It at least gives you the choice, and it gives alternatives if one does have some sort of technical issue. So straight away, Slim, you might have to check this up with right English here. Yeah, he might have to do that, which he has done, just to hold this side of the 6. Well, I'm down to only 2 on Twitch myself. It doesn't count because there's another 2 others still got Twitch on, so that'll be those that are using Twitch for the chat. And I've been live for 3 hours and not a problem again, and had at least 7 or 8 hours the last 2 or 3 days there, and it's brilliant. Why it's happening I don't know, but I'm not going to query it any further than that. But I'll be sticking with Marilis action from here on in. I just don't have my doodle lines on the screen, but I think you can all live without that. Well, Slim's got the start he wants. I'll have another quick drink, and as soon as I get to bed I will be out like a light. And I'll be having an early dinner tomorrow afternoon. I'll probably only have a cup of coffee when I get home. I usually have a cup of coffee and something to eat, but I think I'll have a cup of coffee and maybe a couple of biscuits or something, and then get my dinner sort of 2 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, and then get ready for the stream for the final. Final reminder to anybody who is thinking about the Black Ball Virtual World Championships. The deadline for the live bracket is like 3 o'clock in the morning my time tonight, or rather Saturday morning. And as soon as that goes live, then those that are already in will be able to send their first proposals, and them that are thinking about it can still get in. I'm not sure how many. In fact, let me just do that. Let me just check. Quick look, and we'll see how many's in. I think there was still about 8 seats available, and there's still 8 seats, so I think that is it for that event. The 3 Cushion World Championships got plenty of seats available. it's got 18 open seats, so it's nowhere near full, but Stubbs in it to give himself a chance. And we'll get back to the match. Well, Spectre Dawn with ball in hand from the scratch from Slim, and he's missed the 1-9 combo. Well, Slim has got to make him pay for that, because, you know, with ball in hand, you're as good as you're ever going to be to make a 1-9 combo. Well, that 2 must squeeze past the 6. Oh, there's loads of room. Now, can he get good in the 3 though? Well, that is pretty good as far as having a shot in the 3. But he's absolutely dead straight. And he can stun it in. But every time I have a drink of water, I get the hiccups. I've got them again. But he's going to be cutting this blind. And the problem is the 8 ball. The problem is the 6 ball. So he's jacking up to spin off this and avoid that, and now he's in trouble, and he can't just play the little push through here with the 5, because obviously the 8 ball's right in the way. He can thin cut it into the side, and as long as he keeps the cue ball on the table and he doesn't get a thick contact in the 7, he should be on the 6. Well, he has got a thick contact, but he's missed the 5, and he's spun out onto the 6. So that is that as far as this rack goes for Slim. Spectre Dawn should get himself out here. All he needs is a 5 and a 6, and there's no way he's making a mess of that. And the other thing I might not have said to all of you, this software that I've got, the Mirrorless Action, it doesn't really have a mic mute option. Well, there is, and there's a shortcut that you can set, but I've never seen it working. So I was looking for an alternative. There's actually a little program you can download, and it's called Mic Mute. And I downloaded it, and it's working perfect. I've got it up my second monitor, and you just allocate a key to it, and you can mute your mic without using the mic mute button on the mic, because it makes a crackling noise when I do it. Don't set that shortcut. Too late, I've done it. I tested it earlier and it was working, because I called you all a bunch of numpties and you never heard me. That was the test I did. Well, a bit of ducking and diving going to be going on here. That 6 ball is tucked well away behind that 9 ball. That's going to be really awkward to get to. I mean, there's loads of room when you look at it. Spectre Dawn misses the pot in the 1 now. I think that 1 squeezes past the 8, which it does. But Slim's going to duck and dive again. And one other thing to mention about my shop, watch that cue ball. One other thing to mention about my store on YouTube. There are two stores. There's the marketplace store, and there's my store. So if you do a search on that web page for my store, you can find my other things that I've gone onto marketplace. There are other things that aren't on my store page that I've put in, and also because I actually put 1 or 2 bits of baby clothes, you know, like little baby grows. I chose 1 or 2 of them, and they should be on possibly the marketplace. I'll need to double check that. because I don't think they're on my my main store page. So, you know, you can get a bandana for the dog and that sort of thing. I don't think they're on my store page, but they're on the marketplace, which means that anybody that goes to that website from anywhere in the world, they don't have to be a subscriber to my channel. They could see something like, you know, the Tactical Genius 9-ball t-shirt and buy it if it's on the marketplace. And the other thing it also is, if you were even thinking of getting something, whether it be for the kid or the dog or whatever, or a mug, I put a beer mug on there, it's possibly in the marketplace as well. Then there is a deal with 25% discount coming up on between the 24th and the 26th of October. So if you're even thinking, and you're thinking it is a bit steep in terms of the prices, because obviously they're making a cut and I'm getting a cut. That's the same that set the prices. I don't set the prices, but you're going to get 25% discount off everything on the marketplace in the 24th to the 26th. Oh dear. Well, that's a big mistake from Slim. I think I've jinxed him there chatting. And he's gifted Spectre Dawn the lead. So get yourself an early Christmas present. Or if you don't want to get it, show your loved one the thing that you want and tell them to get it. I'm doing a bit of salesmanship here, Slim. Yeah, get somebody to spend $1 on you. Get yourself a Tactical Genius t-shirt, a fail baseball cap. You can either get the chimpanzee on its own, or get the chimpanzee that says, I watch VP4TV, and then take a photograph of it when you get it and show me it. Post it in the lobby so everybody can see it. Well, Spectre Dawn has got himself where he likes to be, in front. He's bumped the 5-ball off the rail to get it into play. And 4, 5 and 6 for a 3-1 lead. And Slim's going to be swimming against the tide in this final. But the one good thing for Slim is his rating's going to go down. Look on the bright side, Slim. If you can't get out in this tonight, your rating's going to go down. So the tournament's been on for 3 hours and 5 minutes. I have been streaming for 3 hours and 15 minutes, and everything is going perfect. I've got a 60 frames per second frame rate, which isn't even fluctuating, and all is good in the live streaming VP4TV commentary box. Well, it'll go down because you've lost. If you lose, it's got to go down. Oh dear. Well, I think we've jinxed Spectre Dawn there. Slim been gifted a chance here to retrieve one of these racks. Oh, it doesn't go down if you're... That can't be right. Because you're given a handicap, if you lose the final, you don't lose rating points. That can't be right. Well, we need to get. You need to remind me. Well, somebody needs to remind me tomorrow. If Steve does come into the stream, that's one thing I want to clear up with him. I want to get that explained. Although Steve never really does explain it properly, because I don't think he really knows how it works himself. Now, does Slim roll through into the gap? I think he should. He's got loads of room. Just a little roll through. Now, here's a question. When I was monetised on Twitch, who was it that bought a VIP thing on Twitch? Was it Brainfill Out? Remember, it's only £1 a month to be a channel member on YouTube. £1, 99 pence. The cheapest deal that's available to you. They wanted me to choose £2.99. I set it at 99 pence. Well, Slim, ball in the break that was Spectre Don's money ball. That comes back up and Slim stays at the table. And again, he's got a table that's just crying out to be run out. So now he has to get himself right out into the table off this too. Problem is he's a bit close to the rail here. He would like to get more into the cue ball. He's just going to probably run forward. Right, so you want me to set it? You want me to set it higher, Brainflow, even though I'm at 99 pence and no bugger has bought a membership yet? That's what you want me to do? Wait. I've got it at 99 pence, and I've had it for less than a fortnight. Probably a week when I think about it, and nobody has bought a membership on my YouTube channel. And Brainful Out wants me to put it up to $2.99. No, fair's fair. 99 pence is to encourage people. And then I'll stick it up in price, and then I'll lose whatever members I have got. Due to inflation, we've had to increase the... I'll send out an email. I mean, being honest, this is just a bit of a laugh, having the store and having that, but, you know, somewhere along the line somebody will buy something. But there's no better time to buy than from the 24th to the 26th of October with a 25% discount off everything on VP4TV store. Hurry, only while stocks last. Right, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to double check, because if you go to my YouTube channel, I'm not sure that the beer mug shows up on there, but if you go to my store, you can have a proper browse through the store and look at it and double check if it's there. And if it's not there, it will be on the marketplace. I'll check that out tomorrow, if I remember. I probably won't. Well, guess where this is going, this match, for 3 apiece. Well, Spectre Dawn gets the pot in the 1. He's now nudged that 7 on top of the 2. So what chance he would have had of cutting the 2 ball in is gone. But And he's just going to roll through. Now, what can Slim do here? I mean, the problem here is the 2's so close to the 7 that you can't push it away and try and duck behind the 7 because you're going to nudge the 7 out of the way. So he's going to the long grass. Oh, didn't want the hit in the 3 though. Now, Spectre Dawn can use that 5 ball. He can cut the 2 onto the 5 and get as far away from it as possible. Now, he's sort of called Slim's bluff here. Does Slim try to bank the 2 because he's got loads of room to bank the 2, and it's in a good line for the bank. I think Slim's going to take the bait. Yeah. No, he isn't. He's calling my bluff. He's using the 5 as well. Oh, this looks good. Well, loads of room to jump this now. Spectre Dawn, I don't know that he can't play the billiard because the 5's too far away from the pocket and the 2's above it. So he can jump and hit the 2, but he can't play the billiard. And the 2 will cut though. Oh, it's gone in off the 5. That's a bonus, but no joy. Oh, is he getting to a rail? Oh, he's just got to the rail. Well, Slim, I don't think he's going to have much choice here. I think he could take the cut on up table. Believe it or not, he could try cutting into the side if he was daft enough, because it will go in off the jaw, but he doesn't look as if he's doing that. He needs to watch his shot clock. He's into his extension. He's trying to go into the side. Probably a two-way shot there, trying to use the 4, but it's caught the knuckle and come out. It could have finished worse though. I mean, obviously he can play 3 onto the 5. And he's nailed it. He's nailed it. But has he got a shot? Does that cut? I think it does. I think if he fizzes that fast and thin, it will go in. He could also bank it. I think that's what he's tried. But he'll take that. Now, is there enough room for the bank on this 3? No. Well, you know what it's like in VP4. I mean, I think Spectre Dawn is still going to go for the thin cut. He can wafer thin this 3 and cut it across along the rail. Right, is it on the marketplace thing? Right, I thought so. That's what you need to look, because there are other things on there. In fact, you should also be able to see the kiddie stuff. You know, if anybody's got a young grandkid or something, you can get them a wee baby grow with a Tactical Genius and a 9-ball on it or something. I think I did something like that. A couple of kids things, couple of ladies t-shirts as well. I haven't forgot those. Or better still, for somebody you don't like, get them as a get the fail t-shirt for them you don't like at Christmas. Get the fail baseball cap. I mean, I thought Chimpy would have been a sucker for the chimpanzee on the t-shirt. I thought he'd have been in there straight away. But it's the VP4TV Chimpanzee. That's his title. Well, Slim looking to take the lead again now. This is one of these shots where you're in between what you want to do here with the cue ball. He's going to go around the rails here. He's got to get sharp into that short rail top side though, which he has done. And he's got to not hook himself behind the 9 like this, which he has done. Because that's always in the cards. That was the commentator's eye again. Well, Bill would look at this for 2 seconds, have the jump cue out and nail it. And Slim's having a go. And Slim has got it. Where's the cue ball? He's okay. And he's going back into the lead. And Dwight has arrived online. I wonder if Dwight is going to sort of drop in at the last minute and tell me that Twitch isn't working. Well, Slim carries on, ball in the break, but no shot in the 1. At least I don't think so. Quick look, let's have a quick spin round. Nope, you can only see half the ball. But he's kept it well safe. And we haven't seen that weird break tonight in any of the matches. You notice that? Not once have we had the 3 balls in that pattern in the middle of the rack. And Dwight arrives in the room. Oh, Slim just get the hit in the 1, but he's scratched. So his lead looks like it's going to be short-lived. Ball in hand, Prospector on now. Does he run the table or does he try and play the combo tonight? He's going to be running the table. He's not going to play the combo. In fact, no way is he going to be doing that. Well, I need to, now Steve's obviously the software expert, isn't he? So I need to ask Steve, if he comes on the live stream tomorrow, I need to ask him why my XSplit Gamecaster is causing the PC to restart. Because it's more and more looking like that's what's happening. And remember, I've kept telling you guys, whenever I go, and even when I go to applications, I haven't seen anything about XSplit Gamecaster. I've been looking in Windows Event Viewer. In fact, I get sick to death of looking in Windows Event Viewer and finding nothing. And then we have this restart with no explanation as to why it's restarting. It did it last Friday night. And in fact, since last Friday, and when I reinstalled Windows after I had that blue screen of death, everything has worked perfect. Since I changed the software, I changed it to the mirrorless action. Got me completely baffled. Well, I was baffled long before that, but it's just, Steve needs to tell me why that would do that. Of course, we'll get into all this technobabble that nobody understands, but it's just weird. It's weird what computers do. This is why you're better off with a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox. Then you don't get these weird things happening. Little billiard from the 1 on to the 3 from Spectre Dawn. We're 4 apiece. And once again, this table just wants to be run out. He's probably going to leave himself an awkward cut in the 2, which he has done. You know, he's leaving himself in a position where he's guaranteeing he's seen the 2, but the way he's sitting on it, it just makes it a much, much more difficult shot to get on this 4 ball without bumping into stuff. He's avoided the bump, and this is going to be perfect. That was excellent. And again, that's a percentage shot that Spectre Dawn's played there. He left himself awkward, but you know, he's good enough to see where the problem's going to be there. He took it on. He's now awkward in the 5. But we've seen the vulnerabilities with Spectre Dawn when he keeps getting awkward, and sooner or later he's going to run out of shots. You know, it doesn't matter how good you are, if you're not getting good on the next ball, you're under pressure to deliver each time. Well, as I say, that's what, you know, if you're just solely a gamer and you know, you've got internet and your phone and everything, you know, a lot of people are probably converts to consoles. You know, the way the consoles are getting now, and you can buy bigger hard drives for the consoles, bigger SSD drives and things for storing games and stuff. Plus the fact you've got cloud gaming as well now, haven't you? On Xbox. Have you got that in PlayStation 5? I don't know whether you have. But you've got cloud gaming on Xbox. So you don't need to store anything in your hard drive. In fact, you probably get cloud saves of the game save like you have on Steam. You know, if I uninstall Steam and I reinstall it tonight, all my game saves are still there. You don't have to worry about anything like that. You know, gaming and everything's moved on leaps and bounds over the decades. But certainly, you're a lot more stable with a console than you're ever going to be with a PC. But the other thing about PCs is the modding side of gaming. That's another reason why a lot of people prefer gaming on PCs than consoles. But it's also the reason why none of the consoles have a good truck game. All the truck driving games on consoles are absolute shit. There's not a good one on there. And Euro Truck still isn't on console. And probably won't be either. Watch the cue ball. And Slim trying to break up that 4 and 5 and 6 has given Spectre Dawn the gilt-edge opportunity to get daylight with a 2-rack gap. Yeah, you can do all the streaming on them now as well. But, I mean, like, I've got an old PS3 right in front of me here that, well, there's Steve PMing me. Oh, well, that answers that. Hang on. Oh shit, what's happening here? Oh, I've got the thing up, that's what it is. Oh no, I've got the menu up, that's what's wrong. You can read that in the lobby, unless he's coming into the live stream. Don't tell me he wants me to get into Discord. Hang on a minute. Oh. Hang on a second, guys. I'll be with you in a minute. Right, sorry about that. We'll be just back in time to see a scratch. We too, though late a few. Right, so he'll be there tomorrow, but he might not be there at the start. Apologies for that. Well, the good news is that Alaskan Truck Drivers is coming to console. I can confirm that. It won't be too soon though. It'll probably earliest be middle of next year, we think, before it comes out in console. But that'll, I can guarantee you, that I can guarantee you will be the best truck driving game that you'll get in console. I mean, Avid Truck Driver. There's another truck driving game that was one of the guys I subscribed to. He did a test of it. It was absolute shit.